Good morning. Oh, it's not even 6 a.m. yet on Friday, April 22nd, 2022. I've been up since 4. I don't know, I just woke up early. And I've been excited about this coffee that I'm going to make for you. You know, I had told you back when I tried the Capetown, is it Envivo Lungo? Oh my goodness, let me see. Capetown Envivo Lungo. A dark roast, full-body coffee blend of distinctive Indian, Arabica, and Robusta, roasted with punchy bitter notes and rich scents of aromatic wood. Well, what I was excited about, I'm going to start frothing this milk here, is the fact that there is a recipe for jammy coffee using apricot jam. You know, whenever I see apricot, I think, now, who's seen the original Wizard of Oz with Judy Garland? And they say, who put the ape in apricot? The Cowardly Lion says that. And he says, what do they got that I ain't got? And everybody says, courage. Well, anyway, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, oh, it's a great movie. Okay, so the way this recipe goes, oh, let me be heating the water up, is you take a tablespoon of jam. This is actually less than a tablespoon, but I think it's going to be enough. And the reason why I'm not taking a full tablespoon is this is a full sugar jam. It's got 35 calories per tablespoon and just about all of that sugar. So, you know, I like to keep my sugar down a little bit. Now, this particular coffee called Jammy Coffee, it would be really nice if I had whipped cream, but I'm gonna use my lovely frothed milk here. This is maybe 3 or 3.5 ounces. It froths up quite a bit. Okay, and now the water is heated up. Now, this is supposed to be a lungo. I'm gonna run it as a lungo. I prefer the lungos as espressos, but this one, well, the recipe says to use it as a lungo, so I'll do it. So we've got the Capetown Envivo Lungo going into the glass that has in it apricot, if you prefer, jam, and, oh good, I got the right size glass this morning. And I'm going to stir it up. But before I stir it, look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? And let's see, is the jam, yep. The jam is still on the bottom there, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I am going to, oh, I should have gotten a longer spoon, right? I'm gonna stir it all in. So that jam provides the sweetness, a little bit of sweetness in this. Let's see, have I got it all? And I like to use jam because it also gives a little bit of thickness. You could use jelly if that's what you have. If you don't mind lumps, you could use preserves. Now, okay, now there's one last thing for this. Get some ground ginger, okay? And you want to take your ginger and tap just a little bit on top, because that ginger is going to offset the sweetness of the apricots and give it just a little punch, little extra bite. So here, let me show you this, okay? Kind of get everything where you can see it here. Okay, so we've got apricot, we've got ginger, and we have got Capetown Envivo Lungo. And of course, I've got frothed almond milk in this. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and stir in that ginger. Okay. Do you know what? Okay. Let me put this in the sink. I am going to put the rest of that tablespoon of jam into here. It needs just a little bit more sweetness, a little bit more apricot flavor. Okay. You know, you could also, serve it with the apricot on top. Of course, when you're making a special kind of coffee, if you're doing it for guests, don't stir it up for them. Let them, if you can give it to them so it shows the layers. And if you're doing something like with the jam in it and you have frothed milk or whipped cream, go ahead and put that little lump of jam right on top of it. It just makes it so much more special. Let's see, how are we doing here? What, do I have jam or preserves? Fruit spread. Well, I don't know. It seemed like, well, don't use preserves because that will have actual pieces, like big pieces of fruit, and those are not going to dissolve at all. Jelly will dissolve. Very often, though, jelly doesn't have an intense enough flavor, so I like jam. Okay, everything should be mixed up. We'll give this another try. Okay, now I'm getting the apricot. Ooh. And the ginger, really, it adds that little bite to it. Very nice, very interesting. Would I make it on a regular basis? No. My tastes, I think, run more simple. And, I prefer, I like milky stuff or chocolatey stuff. Occasionally, I like just an espresso. I think I would have, I know I say this so often, I would have liked this better if it was just espresso in here. But it's okay. It's fun to try, isn't it? I love trying new things. So, there you go. That's your South African or Capetown Jammy Coffee for this morning. Not yet 6 a.m., but getting closer. Have a good day.